Rich, disappointing defeat in the cup. How would you assess that performance overall?
Yeah, it wasn't good enough, was it? The performance. I can handle getting beat. I can handle getting beat by a better team, which I thought Oldham were today. I thought they played better than us. It pains me to say it, at home on a Tuesday night, our attitude wasn't quite right, and that's my responsibility. Also the team. Yeah, obviously we made some changes within the team. We put some of our younger players in, and I'm really proud and pleased that we've got a decent reserve grade, and we're looking at our own players. However, they've got to look at their performances today, and hopefully that'll have done them the world of good, because that wasn't good enough. And if you think it is, well, it isn't.
Obviously, the game was rearranged from Sunday due to the weather conditions. Do you think that postponement and the fact that it was played on a Tuesday night disrupted the team's preparation at all?
Well, preparation's not been great for us for a couple of weeks with the weather and everything, but there's no excuses. The team that we picked today, that we put out there, was good enough to win that game. It was certainly good enough to perform a lot better than that. There can always be a bounce of a ball or a kick. There was a couple of scruffy tries in there, but we can't take anything away from Oldham. I thought they were fantastic. I thought they just played a real basic, strong game plan, good kicking game off Hewitt, and probably did a little bit what we did last week to Lee. It was a role reversal today, but it was unlikely that we were going to go and win the Challenge Cup, I'll be honest. But it should have been a lot better performance than that. And again, as I said, that's my responsibility, and I'll cop that.
A few unforced errors throughout the game. Do you think that's down to the fact the lads haven't played together as a unit before, or is that just down to individual concentration levels and skill levels?
No, it doesn't matter who passes you the ball. If it's out in front, you catch it. Some of our passing was a bit off, some of our catching was a bit off. I pride myself on our team, discipline and defence, and our defence wasn't up to scratch today. We didn't disrespect the opposition. We knew they'd have some threats. They didn't do anything out of the ordinary. What they did was play tough and rolled us and played quick, and all the things that we spoke about doing, they did to us. Yeah, our defence was shoddy. I thought, in and around the ruck. I thought we didn't talk. When you're losing tackle, you don't have time to talk. So the players are saying there's no talk. Well, there isn't any talk because our contact's not good enough. And yeah, there's a bit to do there. But if you speak to me on Saturday night and see if I've made the right decision on terms of the team, we'll see. But it does put us under pressure now for Saturday, with Toulouse having the week off and not playing, and we played on the Tuesday night and got some injuries as well out of the back of that game.
Yeah, you mentioned there were a couple of bumps and bruises. Can you give us any updates on those injuries, James? Yeah,
James Woodburn went off, didn't he, with his ankle, rolled his ankle, so we'll see. Ben Kay's got a wrist injury. He may have to get an X-ray, and Elliot Morris couldn't go back on the field. The doctor ruled him out with a stomach complaint. So yeah, we've got a couple of busted boys there, but we'll be back. You know, you don't turn into a great team overnight like last week when we beat Lee. You don't turn into a poor team either. But I do expect us to be a lot better than that this weekend, a lot better.
And it doesn't get any easier, the trip over to the south of France to face Toulouse, the scene of so much joy for us this time last year. Do those scenes inspire the lads to go over there and do something similar, or do you put last year out of the window and just concentrate on the game ahead?
Well, it's a different team, it's a different season, different era. They'll be rubbing their hands, thinking that it'll be a walkover for them. They're playing really well. They're playing really good with the ball. We just got to make sure it's not a rollover, and it is difficult. And we do everything that we say we're going to do this week. We produce that, and if we do that, well, we won't be far off. It'll still be difficult. It's always difficult travelling away and playing against a quality team. But it's not daunting, and it's something that we need to do. And if we want to be winning these big games, this is the next 2 weeks will have a big bearing on our season and how we handle that. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to going away with the boys and putting our strongest team out this week and seeing what they can deliver.